Hey there, welcome to Eve News, Sports and Weather. It's September 8th, 2025. I'm Mike Azariah, and let's get into it. We're starting with sports tonight because, hey, the Alliance Tournament feeders just completed yesterday, and they were really fun to watch. Of the 52 teams or 56 teams that entered, they're down to 32 teams going from the feeders, plus four teams that were given special invite. So, or does that include the four? Eh. But a lot of teams got eliminated. Some were surprises that got eliminated that I actually bet on and lost. And some were, just the standard. They did well, they flew well. But I don't want to go through the highlights today, although I've done highlights in last week's thing. I want to do one low light because it broke my heart to see this. And I even went and told my daughter, who was in the other room, I said, "This just happened." I explained. She's going, "Oh, man." You just feel for the guy. The battle I'm talking about was, sorry, buses going by, probably being driven by ducks, was no vacancies versus Minmatar fleet. And it looked to be a good battle, good fleet compositions on both sides. Things were just getting started, and all of a sudden, no vacancies. Logi just kept flying straight and flying straight until they crossed. And if you look, I'll put a link for this it, down below. You can actually watch and see in the upper left corner the distance from center. And there is a distance limit. If you go beyond it, the referees eliminate you, and it is not a slow thing, it is bang. But according to the commentators, they actually do have like warning lights are going off. You are approaching the boundary, you are in danger, stop, stop. And it was wondering why the hell this guy went straight out of the boundary and got eliminated right at the beginning of the match, which crippled no vacancies, and they did not come back from that. And it cost them a seat at the Alliance tournament later on. Not fun. And I'm just going, and there were all sorts of conspiracy theories immediately started. He was paid by the other side, he's a spy. What actually happened, according to commentators, the guy disconnected in the middle of battle. And I've disconnected in the middle of battle in Eve before and just been screaming, no, rapidly trying to reconnect and praying you get back before your ship is blown up. And for him, he came back and his ship was gone. Out of the tournament, team out of the tournament. You feel for him because he would feel like such a disappointment to his team for something that wasn't his fault. If the DC happens, it happens. It's bad luck all around, but Eve has a long standing policy of disconnections are not our fault, and if you have a loss because of a disconnection, you have a loss because of a disconnection. It's as simple as that. Now, it's policy, but you gotta feel for the guy. And bad to boss, I I feel sorry for you. My daughter feels sorry for you. I wish they could give you guys a seat at the table for the Alliance tournament for just what was bad luck for you. But moving on, news. The CCP has just announced that the CSM elections are coming back around. Dead applications can be put in near the end of September. They will be announcing who is running in early October, I think the 10th, and the elections will be happening right around my birthday at the end of October. Good odds I'm going to be running again. If you don't know what the CSM is, I made a video. I'll put the link down below, but fair warning, it was a windy day and was not wearing the same type of microphone, and it is a bad production. So you do better turn the sound off and just use the, sorry about that, just use the closed captions. Hey, I'm always somebody who use subtitles over dubbing anytime for my anime. Uh, we're keeping this one nice and short, but like I said, I'll have a link to the battle, a link to my explanation of what the CSM is if you don't know what that is. I'm probably going to be campaigning, and yes, that's going to come into the news. If you don't want to hear about it, I'll put it at the tag end of things for the most part. The Let's see, alliance movements. Goons are up. Small industry union down, and some group called Gut Elysium is just gone. So that's one alliance gone. Movements in corporations themselves are minor in the low hundreds, like 100 to 70 thereabouts. Violent sectors, null-sec, it was Golf TAC, Quebec, Tango, Sierra Delta. In low-sec, it was Tama as usual, and in high-sec, it was Jita. For death of NPCs, apparently the system not to be in if you're an NPC was Yankee Tac Zulu X-Ray 10 with 36,000 deaths in one day, which is actually down by 4,000, so down 10% from the last week's news. So I don't know if somebody was slacking off, people were watching the tournament, or what was happening, but things calmed down a little. The finals for the Alliance tournament will be running 24th, 25th, and 26th of October. And they'll be something that definitely I'll be talking about as we get closer. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day or a wonderful week this week. I will try to get back to you next week. I keep hoping to record this on the weekend, and somehow Monday keeps running around and it's going, I'm here. So you have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you on the flip flop. Ciao, Bella.